Leonardton Valley Health System bringing you this preview from Liberty-Benton High School. Mark Kunz and Chris Parks happy to have you along, and Tim Nichols, the head coach of the Eagles, coming back after a fantastic 2012 state semifinalists in Division V, a 12-2 record. Coach, you and Macomb making it all the way to the state semifinal round. I'd say it's a pretty good year for the BBC.
Yeah, you know, it ended up coming out and playing that way. You know, probably the good thing was for both schools was, as the weeks kind of went on, that we both found ways to advance, that our kids communicated more with their kids, and you know, we tried to show up on the, you know, to support them on the Friday, and you know, they'd come and see us Saturday. So anytime you get to play that long, I'm sure Chris would agree, it was a great experience for our kids, our community, and programs. So.
Yeah, the MAC with 2 state championships. The track had 2 teams play for the state championship. BBC, 2 teams in the state Final Four. It really is a good indication of how good the football is in the western part of the state.
Yeah, you know, I think that just speaks for itself. Is you know, I think sometimes you may almost feel defensive about your league at times, because you know you play some pretty good football, but you got to get in the playoffs and advance a little bit, and then I think people recognize it's. You know, it's a pretty good level.
You guys will be in Division V again coming up this season. The rest of the BBC in 6 and 7 for the most part. How do you feel about that, being obviously the biggest school and then having to play teams a little bit lower now with that added 7th division?
Well, it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I mean, we can sit and project and think about it a little bit.
Numbers,
yeah, but you know, we've really just tried to emphasize, you know, we've had some success in the postseason here in the last few years, but you know, we haven't gotten to claim that we were the BBC champs since '08. So we've been in the mix a little bit, but you know, we have not been able to do that. So our focus is there. We feel that's something that's our time's better spent with that. We don't know how this is going to play out. It's nice that with the league now having, you know, 2 non-leagues, an opportunity maybe for points, but shame on us if that's really our emphasis now. That's a long ways down the road, and you know, we got to a league title would be something that these kids haven't gotten to experience. So.
We know the top of the BBC is going to be tough. Next season, when you bring in Hopewell, Loudon, North Baltimore, and Riverdale, do you think that's going to shore up the league top to bottom?
You know, once again, it very well could, or it you know, the impact for that's probably yet to be seen. You know, it's football with don't know from week to week which kids you're going to have, and then all of a sudden, you know, a numbers in a class fluctuates real big. So there's so many other things that could play into that. But we're excited to have something, you know, 2 non-leagues and other opponents that you just normally don't play. So overall, it's a good thing. How it plays out, you know, that'll take some time to see.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it definitely opens up the schedule a little bit. Let's talk about your 2013 Eagle team coming back. Graduated some key seniors, but overall, how do you feel about this crop of kids you have here for this season, Coach?
You know, overall, you know, when you combine both offensively and defensively, you know, we lost some, just like everybody. We lost some key seniors in some key spots, but we also have a lot of young kids that got on the field last year for us. So just like everybody this time of year, man, you're trying to figure out where those pieces will go, and the next 2 weeks with scrimmages and those things will be answered. But we've been pleased. We're encouraged right now where we're at. Now that could change in a day, but I think we have some kids that genuinely want to put a good product out there.
Certainly one of those key positions, you have to find a new quarterback. How is the quarterback situation looking right now?
Yeah, especially, you know, throughout the playoffs, we leaned on Mitch Linhart there more and more every week, and he responded, and that was what the senior quarterback should do. Now we're in a situation where, you know, we just need to get reps for our quarterbacks in the line of fire. So, you know, we have sophomore Nathan Kraft, who was a starting receiver for us a year ago, and played some JVs, but had not been a quarterback through middle school and stuff. And he has came a long way through June, July. And now, though, it's a totally different ball game. So he and Joel Bell, a senior for us, we feel good whichever one ends up taking that spot. But at this point, the scrimmages we'll figure that out as we go there.
Just kind of play it by ear and see how things go here in August. Let's talk a little bit about some of the skill position players you have coming back, maybe at the running back position, also the receiver position, guys that will be handling the ball, I guess, on offense for you.
Well, Austin Combs, a junior for us, was our starting running back last year, and he's gotten bigger and he's gotten stronger, and I think the mental part, the maturity part is coming around, so we're banking on him right now that he's going to carry the ball, and he may carry the ball a lot. With that being said, we still have Joel Bell, who is a key part for us, and then Chase Cook, who ended up being an all-state receiver. So we got some pieces back, but in the same sense, where it all going to start up front, and basically 4 of those kids graduated. Now we had an injury early in the playoffs where Brandon May came in, but we got to get shored up front before any of that skill stuff really is going to have time to take place. So, and we're not very thick down there, but I think the kids that we're going to plug in there going to be more of a two-way situation. But hopefully we can find a way to move the chains.
Other side of the ball, how do you think you'll be able to stop other teams from moving those chains?
Well, that's where if we're sleeping a little better at night, right now it's probably our front 7,
right,
because 6 of those 7 are back. So we're that could change in a day, but right now, with all 3 linebackers back and 3 of our down linemen back, we would like to think that teams aren't going to. At least we can give them a challenge to run the ball. In the defense, we got Joel back at corner. We got Bobby Snook back in the secondary. Chase Cook will probably find his way back now as a safety, and we're really looking for a corner right now. So defensively, we're, at least as we sit here in early August, I feel we're a little further ahead. It's not so much teaching, it's just refining some things compared to offense. We're in a little more of a scramble mode right now.
Replacing some of those seniors, do you see some of your underclassmen, maybe your freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, seeming to fight a little bit harder here to try to get maybe a starting spot in week number 1?
Well, we're hoping with full contact tomorrow we see a lot of that feistiness. So, we got some competition at a few spots, and I think we're looking at a few of the other spots. We've been extremely fortunate the last couple years that at least with our interior line play that they've been one-way guys, and we may not have that luxury that we've had, but if we can get them in shape, I think they can still be pretty productive for us.
All right, thank you very much, Coach Tim Nichols. Need to take a break on this Blanchard Valley Health System Liberty-Benton Eagle football preview show here on WOSN.
We're back here at the home of the Eagles, Liberty-Benton. Mark Kunz and Chris Parks on this Blanchard Valley Health Systems pigskin preview with the 12-2 Eagles a season ago in 2012. Chase Cook and also Joel Bell will headline the players here to kick things off. Chase, let's start off first with you. You're an all-state receiver a season ago. You bring back experience at the skill position for the Liberty-Benton Eagles. Talk about some of the other skill guys that will come back to help out this 2013 team.
Right now we got Joel coming back as one of our receivers, and the ex-receiver, the outside receiver last year, will move back to quarterback, and then pick up Anthony. He'll be back in receiver. So really 2 new receivers because Anthony hasn't really played any receiver his whole high school career, so he's picking up right now.
Joel, we know a team's only as good as their line. How's the offensive line looking this year?
We got a lot back from last year, and I know we're all working real hard right now, so I think that we'll be pretty good this year.
Chase, changes to the offense. Mitch ran it so well the last couple seasons. Do you guys have to maybe make some adjustments going forward here with a new quarterback?
Well, Austin is so much better this year. He's so much more stronger that he got off after the offseason, and he'll pick up most of the load that Mitch had, but we're definitely going to run it a little bit with Nathan, so Yeah.
Joel, a couple of weeks away from that Week 1 game against Bucyrus-Winford, what do you guys need to work on the most between now and Week 1 of the high school season?
Right now, we're just trying to sharpen everything up, make sure everything's ready to go for Week 1. So just a lot of practice right now, so we'll just sharpen everything up.
After Bucyrus-Winford, and then you guys will pick up another non-conference game, and then you'll have the BBC slate. Chase, how do you guys see yourselves shaping up in the BBC, and could this Eagle team have the potential to get a BBC title for the first time in 5 years?
Well, as the whole team knows, and most of the community, we haven't won the BBC since 2008.
Yeah.
And so we're just trying to get back to that, and I think we have the potential to be BBC champions this year.
All right, thank you very much, Chase Cook and Joel Bell. Need to take a break on the Blanchard Valley Health System Liberty-Benton season preview show here on WOSN.
Back with the red, white, and blue on this Blanchard Valley Health System pigskin preview. Two more players joining Mark and I now, Anthony Webb and also Brandon May. Anthony, let's start things off with you. You're a senior linebacker and receiver. Offensive, defensive, what do you think looks stronger right now at this point as you guys move forward?
Well, right now I think our defense is a little bit stronger because we have a lot more people back. We have 3 linebackers that are back from last year, and that's kind of rare for teams. So I think that'll really help us out on defense.
Brandon, I know Coach is relying on that defense to kind of carry you through maybe some early offense as the offense gets used to some new performers. Is the defense ready for that type of challenge?
I think we've been practicing hard, and we're going to have to be ready, with our offense being so young this year. And, we were really young last year, and this year we have more experience, so, we hope we have a good year.
Yeah, defense, you bring back 6 out of the 7 guys that play defensive line and linebackers as well, too. Maybe a couple more shutouts maybe intact for the Eagle defense this year?
We're really playing on it, that's for sure. I think our toughest is going to be Lipstick and Winford for sure. We're just going to have to figure out how to stop Winford's run and their power eye.
Power eye, so they're going to try to shove it down your throat. It's going to be physical football then with them?
Yeah.
Yeah, that Week 8 matchup with Lipstick very well could decide the Blanchard Valley Conference title. You'll be able to see that game on WOSN. And Brandon, as you are getting ready for Winford, what concerns you guys the most right now?
They're just a very football type of school. A few years ago they had that crazy winning streak in the NCC, so they're used to winning, and I think it'll be a good game for us.
Looking forward to that. Looking forward to the BBC slate as well too. Anthony, kind of take us through your goals this season. What do you think this Eagle team can accomplish in 2013?
Well, as captains, we set up some goals for our team. Set up some goals that we have control over as an undefeated season and BBC championship. We're really looking forward to winning the BBC, be the first team to win the BBC in 5 years. So
that seems to be the goal. Tim said that. Chase was saying that as well too. That's definitely a goal for the Eagles this year.
How many kids you guys have out for football this season? Are you comfortable with where your depth is right now?
We're a little bit smaller this year, about 41, 42 in recent years, but we're all really tight as a family. I think us seniors have been around. There's 13 of us, so we've been doing this for a few years now. So I think our numbers are a little bit lower than normal, but we'll be all right.
Anthony, your favorite part of playing football, what inspires you to go out there on Friday nights, and how much do you love this game?
I just love the environment. Like when we come out on the field, everybody's yelling, screaming. It's just it just gets me going. Like I just like going out there and hearing pads cracking and being part of the pads cracking. So that's what I really look forward to in football.
And the Eagles will be able to hear those home fans cheering for the first 2 weeks of the season as they open up against Winford and then open up BBC play at home with the Macomb Panthers here at Liberty-Benton. I'd like to thank all of our guests today on this Blanchard Valley Health System preview. For Chris Parks, I'm Mark Kunz. We'll see you next time on WOSN.